Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, consider subscribing, and if you're not new, then thank you guys so much for coming back. I really appreciate your support. So today's video is actually super exciting because I am collaborating with FragranceBuy.ca, and if you guys aren't new here, then you know I have shopped on their website so many times. I spent so much of my own money on that website, and I recommend them all the time. So I was really excited to be collaborating with them. They did gift me 2 perfumes, which I am grateful for. Obviously, all opinions, everything said in this video is my own, which it always will be, but they did gift me 2 perfumes, so thank you guys so much. And also, you should know that they have a sale going on right now until November 8th, I believe. I will leave all of the details for the sale in the description box, as well as a link to their website, and I will link the perfumes that I talk about. So if you guys want to see the perfumes that I got, then just keep on watching. The first one was actually, so they let me choose 2 perfumes, and the first one that I chose was actually recommended a lot by you guys, my subscribers, and that is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. So a lot of people told me that if I liked Label, then I would like this, and it was on my wish list for a really long time. So yeah, I decided to pick it up. This is what it looks like, and honestly, I will agree. So I had wanted it for a really long time, but I didn't know if I wanted to blind buy it. And what I love, I forgot to say, but what I love about FragranceBuy is they are a Canadian company and I'm Canadian, so shipping is super fast, and if you're not like in love with what you got, then you can return it. Customer service is amazing, and like I said, I've ordered from them so many times on my own. I've spent so much of my own money and I've never had a problem with customer service, and I have returned items that I wasn't like 100% in love with, and I've never had a problem. So I love that because I don't like keeping things that I'm not obsessed with, you know what I mean? So I like supporting brands like that, and the customer service is amazing. So anyways, the perfume. I 100% agree that it does remind me, it's reminiscent of Label. So I do think you guys were right. You said if you like Label, then you would like this, and I agree. So this has caramel, it has apple, and it has white woods and Peru balsam. But if I didn't know any better, if I didn't look at the notes, I would have assumed that there was vetiver in this, and I thought that that was the similarity to Label, because Label has that spicy, aromatic, like woodiness that this has too. So it must be the Peru balsam and the white woods that's doing that, along with the sweetness from the caramel and the apple. So Label is like a sweet pear and sugar, and it has like an aromatic, like spicy woodiness from the vetiver, and this has that same sweetness mixed with the same like kind of spicy woodiness. This is definitely like an oriental aromatic kind of spicy woodiness. I love this. I honestly love this. I don't think it smells the same as Label by any means, but I think it has a similar vibe. So I feel like if you like Label, it would be a safe blind buy for you. Some people said they said this reminded them of apple juice, or like it smelled like apple juice. I don't get that. There's grapes in it, but I don't really pick that up on my skin. On me, I just get the sweet kind of chewy caramel mixed with the apple, and that aromatic kind of spicy woodiness. I love this. I honestly think it's perfect for the fall. It could be unisex, but because it's so sweet, I feel it leans a little bit more feminine, but it definitely could be unisex, and maybe it would pull different on other people's skin. But I think it's so sexy. And honestly, I know people compared this to Label, but I have it here. I think this kind of reminds me, like the notes anyway, remind me of this guy. So this is Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon Couture, and you've heard me talk about this a lot. I like this perfume, and I really enjoy it, but I got this based on the notes. It was a blind buy, and this has the fruitiness in this is a peach, and it has that sweet, sticky caramel note also. Chewy, sticky, sweet, really sweet caramel note. Mixed with the woody note in here is sandalwood, but because it's sandalwood, it gives it like a creamy woodiness, so it almost gives it like a creaminess. It doesn't smell too woody, so I don't know, the sandalwood in this doesn't smell too woody. It gives it like a creaminess. So this is a fruity, sweet, sticky caramel with like a creaminess to it. I was hoping though, honestly, this smells like what I was hoping this would smell like, if that makes any sense. This one does smell really good, don't get me wrong, and I do enjoy it. However, I don't feel like I need both. So it's not that I don't like this, it's just, as you know, as you buy more perfumes, sometimes you get things that are like too similar to keep both, you know what I mean? And this smells like what I wish this one smelled like. This one I just feel like is a little bit more youthful and a little bit more playful and definitely sweeter. As I mentioned before, like if you don't like sweet scents, I feel like this one could borderline on like cloying, where this one, because Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon Couture is sweeter and creamy. So it's sweet and creamy. And this one is kind of like sweet and spicy, because the woodiness is like, it's definitely more woody with like an oriental spiciness to it, which I love. I find it like a little bit more grown up and sexy. So who knows, maybe I'll be doing a declutter, because I feel like I don't need both. I got this to be a caramel scent, but this is a caramel scent, and this one I just like a little bit better. I guess it's just preference at the end of the day, but I like the sweet and like spicy oriental vibe that this gives me. I love the woodiness in this. I just find it a little bit more grown up and sexy with the caramel. So this gives me the caramel that I wanted. So I don't know that I need both. But yeah, I just thought I would do my comparison because the notes of these are kind of similar. Not saying that they're the same, they're not, but I got Viktor and Rolf Bon Bon Couture hoping that it would smell something like this. So when I tried this, I was in love because I had been looking for something like this with the caramel. The caramel is there. My skin really picks up the caramel, and I love the oriental woodiness of this. I really like it. Next up, I got this one. This is Daisy Love by Marc Jacobs, and I got this one as a tester. So another good thing about FragranceBuy.ca is that obviously they have like discounted prices as it is, but you could also, sometimes they offer perfumes for even cheaper because they sell them sometimes without the original box, or they sell the testers. Sometimes the testers come with the lid and sometimes they don't, but it's a good way if you wanted to try the perfume to save some money, you know. And I don't mind personally, as long as it's not a gift. If it's just for me, I don't mind buying the testers because I like to save a little bit of money. So I did pick up the tester of Daisy Love just to kind of show you guys like an alternative, like what their website offers. And honestly, I preferred this perfume without the lid because I find the lid super tacky. I honestly wasn't going to pick up this perfume strictly because of the lid, because I'm one of those people that, like, I hate to admit it, but if the packaging is horrendous and I hate it, it would definitely prevent me from buying it. It is what it is. Like, you can say you're not like that, but I am. So I hated the lid. It's like a huge flower. So I got the tester of this. Only the box says tester on it, like at the very bottom, but like you can't even really see that. I did not mean to flip you off, I'm sorry. And then it says tester only on the sticker down here, but it doesn't say it at the front. So it's really cute up here. I don't know if you could see that. There's a little bit of like, I guess they look like petals on the bottle, and I prefer it without the lid because the lid is like a huge plastic flower, which I did not want on my vanity. So this worked out well for me. I wanted to try this because I don't have any of the other Daisy perfumes. If you don't know, I'm not a huge floral person. But I saw someone do a review on this and they said that like it had like a gourmand vibe. I think it was Demi Rawling who said it had like a gourmand thing going. So like it was a floral but with like a gourmand aspect. I don't necessarily agree that it's gourmand, but I guess I know what she's saying. So I'm just gonna spray it here. I haven't worn this one as much as Casablanca, so I have to refresh my memory. Casablanca I have been wearing. Okay, so this one is, it opens up like super fruity, juicy, like almost mouth-watering. Definitely like fruity, and the fruitiness in this is cloudberries. Let me get my phone. I brought it up just because, as I said, I'm not as familiar. So it has cloudberries. Obviously, a regular person hasn't smelled cloudberries, but to my nose, it's kind of reminding me of like almost like a nectarine or oranges. It has like that kind of juicy, mouth-watering, like kind of like zestiness to it. It's bright in the opening. It's fruity, juicy, and bright. And then you'd get a little bit of the daisy. The middle note is daisy. I forgot to say, but this perfume is really, honestly, like simple. It only has 1, 2, 3, 4 notes. So it has cloudberry, daisy, cloudberry in the opening, daisy in the middle, and then the base notes has cashmere, musk, and driftwood. I get no woodiness to this, so don't be scared of that. But to me, it opens up very like fruity, juicy. Then you do get a little bit of the floral like aspect of it, but it's not overpowering. It's not too strong. It's not too floral at all. And then it dries down, the times that I've worn this, it dries down to like a sweetness, but not a vanilla sweetness. So vanilla is like adds some warmth. It's not really warm. I wouldn't describe it as that. It's more of like a sugary sweetness. So think like powdered sugar or almost like a simple syrup, like in that kind of family. So I would describe it as like a fruity floral with a little bit of sweetness, like sugary sweetness. It's really pretty. It's a happy scent for sure. And I feel like it's crowd pleasing. But it's kind of basic, you know? I feel like it's crowd pleasing. It smells good. It's a fruity floral. That's what I would describe it as, with some sweetness in it. So it's a good like basic perfume, honestly. I wouldn't necessarily get it for a grown woman. I feel like it's a little bit youthful, a little bit, I don't know, like innocent, like girl next door, because it's so basic and crowd pleasing. If I was going to get this perfume for someone, it does smell really good. I'll wear it. I feel like it's an easy, like, I don't know, an easy wear, but I wouldn't necessarily get it for a grown woman or someone who has a lot of perfumes already, just because it is pretty basic. And I forgot to say, it's an eau de toilette, so it doesn't last that long, but I'm okay with that. Like, honestly, I don't need like a beast mode, super long lasting perfume all the time. I like to switch it up. So as long as it lasts through, like if I'm going to meet my girls for dinner or brunch or something and it lasts through that, like I don't mind all the time. It's an eau de toilette, so it's cheaper, but I guess I would suggest it for more of like a teenager or someone who's new to fragrance, because the notes are very simple. It's crowd pleasing. I feel like if you're new to fragrances, like you'd like it. It's easy to like, but it's basic. So it does smell like happy, kind of girly, playful. It's like a girl next door scent, I feel like. I will wear it, but it's nothing like out of this world. It's not sexy or anything like that. It's very like sweet and girly, and yeah, that's how I describe it. Anyways, this was a super quick video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you guys for watching. And thank you to FragranceBuy for collaborating with me on this video.